America? What is America's destiny? What is best for our nation, our people? What is just, true justice? We have to think about all these things together as a people. To contemplate our future, to live up to our dream, we must have vision.
I just have to strong disagree with you on liking this ad, just to make it clear he talks so much and he says so little. He says absolutely nothing. It's a bunch of platitudes strung together with like him weirdly looking the wrong, not to the camera.
Yeah, he's looking. Look, here's the thing about Kanye, right? Which is that he's surfacing.
Boopity-scoop.
Well, remember, Krystal, they had like New York Times reporters being like, "A Republican operative is controlling the Kanye." It was like, come on.
And I mean, maybe they are, but it's a failed attempt.
And if they were, then they're
just
idiots who are the one. If they thought that controlling Kanye and putting him on the ballot would destroy Joe Biden, then they're just as dumb as the people who thought that Kanye actually would destroy Joe. You know what I mean? It's like a horseshoe theory of idiocy.
The Biden-Harris campaign rolling out official yard signs for Animal Crossing New Horizons today. Part of the campaign's broader initiatives to meet voters where they are online. Saagar, it's a move that reminded a lot of folks of this moment from 2016.
Because we're going to have a lot of jobs from building infrastructure to coding, creating new apps. I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Oh, it hurts. It's so bad. It's so bad. This is not that bad, I will say. It's not as bad as
Are
that.
Animal Crossing people play? Are they the voting age? Like, are there a lot of voting age people who play Animal Crossing? The whole thing is extraordinarily cringe. My friend Philip Wegman, he put this up, busted that up there on the screen. He was like, "Oh, so are there press conferences in Animal Crossing?"
I've taken a lot of heat here for saying that Pelosi doesn't actually want to get a deal done because she cares more about the politics than she does about you. Just days ago, Politico mocked that perspective, saying, Pelosi genuinely enjoys cutting deals, especially deals that involve spending money. And there's simply no evidence that, as the left-wing populist Krystal Ball claimed on Twitter, she decided she would rather not have anything for millions of Americans than give Trump any sort of win. Really? No evidence, huh? She loves doing deals, just operating with a pure heart in the best interests of the American people.
I think the reason why we're doing it, though, I think the reason why we have these monologues is because it's the best way to cut through all the noise and get to the news. You know, to say, for example, the media is not the enemy of the American people or the enemy of Republicans. The media is the enemy of liars, and we can debunk lies through these essays. But it is an issue. I do agree it's an issue that sometimes it all sounds like opinion, even though I think what we're doing is more trying to give perspective on the news, trying to defend truth and decency and democracy, which frankly wasn't as necessary 5 years ago as it is today.
And so, Krystal, that was a part of a larger answer there, both on the question that we were posed, but also being asked straight up, are you an opinion network or are you a news network? And this guy with a straight face says that Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo's shows are not opinion networks, they are news.
It's perspective on the news. That's what it is, Saagar. Down the middle, perspective.
Yeah, I think on the Trump side, it was too hot. I mean, you know, listen, you come in and decide you want to be aggressive, and I think that was the right thing to be aggressive, but that was too hot.
Super hot fire. I spit that.
I don't think he's going to change his strategy one iota. He's always trusted his gut.
Super hot fire.
As he did in 2016. That's why he thinks that he got elected. He doesn't trust much of the analysis on cable. Sometimes for good reason. This time, I think for bad reason. And he's going to say, "Oh, look, I made Biden look like a fool. He was doddering. He was fumbling. People can see that." I don't think he's going to change his strategy. I think he very much is pleased with his performance last night. Doesn't believe much of the polls. Is going to see this. Is going to incorporate it almost like a negative feedback loop, and it's going to harden his position. What you saw last night, I think, is what you are going to get in all three debates.
Great, that's awesome. I can't wait for more of that.
Question about the miniseries. I mean, do you think that there is an explanation that is known to all of us yet for why all the lies about Russia?
No, it's not known to us yet. But if it were a Hollywood script, they would kick it back because the bad guy's too obvious.
Oh my God. First of all, why are you interviewing Jeff Daniels about foreign policy and, taking seriously his views on this?
It's horrible. I mean, if you want a real snapshot into boomer brain, They're right there. I mean, just, good times, and the Putin, and Speaker Pelosi said it leads back to Putin. I mean, all of these places where people are printing money is really just to the top strata of American consumers. And that is a very dangerous thing, because it means that all your economic activity doesn't actually have anything to do with most of the people who live in the country. That's a Whole Foods story.
Yeah. Somebody pointed out, this is the guy that sells, like, they just put up a picture of asparagus in like a bottle of water.
Yeah.
It's asparagus water that he was selling for $6. Like, that's who this guy is.
Hey, this is Stephanie Rule, and I'm looking forward to my conversation with Chase, where we talk about life's unpredictable moments and how important it is to save and plan for them.
I cannot
Chase chats.
believe that. Krystal, and you were showing me she didn't even get paid for this.
No.
It's like, so let's recall who Stephanie Rule exactly is.
Michael, Joe Biden said yesterday that his campaign is Scranton versus Park Avenue. Why is he going with this divide and conquer approach? That's Trump's thing. What about a message for all Americans? I don't live on Park Avenue, but I live pretty close to it. And you know how I got there? Working my butt off. He doesn't want my vote?
No!
That message brought to you by Chase.
Mr. President, as we wrap up here, are there UFOs?
Well, I'm going to have to check on that. I mean, I've heard that. I heard that 2 days ago, so I'll check on that. I'll take a good, strong look at that.
Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts on this, as I've been regaling everybody with.
It's such a Trumpian answer. I'm going to take a good, strong look at that.
If we're going to declassify a bunch of Russiagate documents, this and JFK are what we really need to know.
Yes, that could turn the election around. That could be it. There's a brand new Hollywood Get Out the Vote effort, and I just want to apologize in advance for playing this for you. Go ahead, roll the tape.
I'm naked. I'm completely butt-ass naked. I'm naked. I'm like naked. This is my ballot. Just got it. Please vote.
Take your clothes off and vote. Why? Why? How many cringe celeb videos have we had to suffer through during as if things aren't bad enough?
Singing Imagine? That was probably the worst one. I think at the beginning, singing Imagine.
I feel like there were two different singing ones. It was like there was one and that was really bad, so then they decided to do another one that was equally terrible.
Awful. And, oh man, dude, that was horrible. I mean, I have no words for that. I mean, that's like a negative. That means we would not want to vote.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you have to have the ballots filled out appropriately. Like you could just put that out there without trying to add your like cool, spicy twist to it.
Yeah, no, and you know, I'm not even gonna go there. I don't even know what to say. This entire anyway.
It's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be harder for us to turn around in the Biden presidency and be like, sorry, can't spend any money, when they've clearly been spending when it wasn't their guy. So they want to go ahead and start the pain now to lay the groundwork for future pain during the Biden administration.
What do I try and tell you guys? I know these people so well, and we hate each other for this reason. So guess what? Get with the program or die. I mean, it is just absolutely unhinged the way they are going after Ken Bone. And I think that here's the top tweet. Nazis are nice to me isn't the defense that you think it is. What is wrong with you? Once again, Ken can do whatever the hell he wants. That's America. And like, yeah, it absolutely drives me nuts to see also like blue checkmark journalists being like, screw Ken Bone, never want to hear about this guy again. Maybe Ken is like more Americans than you. Huh?
I mean,